Boredom is generally treated as a minor inconvenience, a passing mood, something to scroll through or sleep off. When a mind encounters sustained absence of challenge, when nothing in the environment generates friction, resistance, or uncertainty, the result is not relaxation. It is a slow-moving erosion of the capacity to want anything at all. The term is anhedonia, the inability to derive satisfaction from activities that should produce it. A flatline where desire used to be. Nagi Seishiro in Blue Lock arrives carrying that flatline like a second skin. He is introduced as a prodigy, physically gifted beyond reason, cognitively sharp, capable of performing at elite levels in a sport he has never cared about. The framing is familiar, the effortless genius, the boy who makes the impossible look boring. He is not relaxed, he is vacant. The world has offered him nothing that resists him, and in the absence of resistance, his mind has stopped generating the energy required to pursue anything at all. He exists in a holding pattern, waiting, not for something specific, but for the sensation of wanting something, which has never arrived on its own. In the absence of internal motivation, Nagi does what organisms in that condition tend to do. He borrows someone else's. Mikage Reo walks into his life carrying enough ambition for two people. He wants to win the World Cup. He has a vision, a plan, the obsessive drive required to chase it. And he identifies Nagi's talent immediately, accurately, and makes him an offer.
すげえなお前。サッカー部てか何者？俺とサッカーやんね。
サッカーなんかやんないし、スポーツもやったことない。一生ダラダラしてたいんだよね。
俺とサッカーやろう。頑張りゃプロも夢じゃないって。
頑張んなきゃダメなんて。サッカーってめんどくさいね。めんどくさいの嫌い。働きたくない。
面白い。お前はそのままでいい。サッカーやろうぜ。
What Nagi has done is rent out his own body. He performs at extraordinary levels using talent he never asked for, in service of a dream he does not share, directed by a person whose desire substitutes for the desire he cannot generate himself. Mikage Reo is not his friend in the way the word usually means. He is his prosthetic will, the external engine bolted onto a machine that never developed one of its own. The genius operates as an empty vessel, occupied by another person's ambition, in exchange for the comfort of never having to locate his own. Nagi does not experience it as dependency. He experiences it as the natural state of things. Someone tells him what to do, he does it well, the day passes. The arrangement looks functional from the outside. Underneath, it is a borrowed structure with nothing holding it up from within. The first match against Isagi Yoichi changes the signal. Nagi loses, not by a wide margin, not through a dramatic collapse, but he loses. And the loss reaches a place inside him that nothing has reached before. For the first time, the world pushed back. The talent was not sufficient. The outcome was not guaranteed. And in the gap between expectation and result, something fired in his nervous system that the flatline had been suppressing for years. The heat of wanting to try again because the first attempt failed. The feeling is electric, and Nagi responds to it the way a dormant mind responds to any sudden strong stimulus. He chases it.
俺が潔のチームに入る。
え？
は？
His decision to leave Mikage Reo and ally with Isagi reads, from the outside, like independence. The boy finally making his own choice, cutting the cord. The dynamic was safe, predictable, overprotective, a known quantity that generated no friction. Isagi was the source of the new sensation, the unpredictability, the challenge. By switching partners, Nagi switched suppliers. The dependency did not end. It relocated. What looks like evolution is the same program running with a different input. Someone else still provides the direction. Someone else still generates the energy. Nagi still performs. And the fundamental absence, an internally generated reason to play, stays untouched underneath the new arrangement. Quick pause. Nagi needed Isagi to feel the friction of the challenge, and I need the friction of your ideas in the comments. Which blue lock moment made you feel that same spark? Comment below. Your participation really helps the channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and hit the hype button to strengthen the video. Now, let's see why he had to retreat. The Neo Egoist League tests the absence directly. Under the coaching of Chris Prince at Manshine City, Nagi confronts a demand he has never faced. Create your own plays. Generate your own tactical decisions. Sustain effort independently, without a partner directing you, without an external source of friction to draw from. Geniuses who operate through unconscious instinct, who perform brilliantly without understanding the mechanics of their own talent, will eventually kill that talent. Instinct cannot be scaled. It cannot learn to adapt. It cannot survive the moment the environment outgrows what instinct alone can handle. Nagi is being asked to think, to plan, to sustain creative effort over time, to endure the grinding fatigue of building something from inside rather than executing instructions from outside. The demand lands on the one muscle he has never trained, and the muscle fails immediately under the first real load. Mid-match against Bastard München, with the demand still pressing and no ability to meet it, Nagi retreats. He reconnects with Mikage Reo. The reunion is framed as a partnership restored. Two friends finding each other again, the original chemistry reignited. The reality underneath the framing is a regression to the dependency that preceded the Isagi experiment, driven by the same emptiness that started the entire cycle. Nagi cannot sustain his own creative agency. When forced to carry his own weight, he returns to the only arrangement where someone else carries it for him. The talent stayed, the dependency stayed, the void underneath both stayed. The reunion with him produces almost immediately the single greatest moment of Nagi's athletic life. A sporting miracle, executed in real time, impossible to replicate. The poison sits inside what the miracle satisfies. Nagi's engagement with football, stripped to its core, was organized around one target: Isagi. Isagi was the source of friction. Isagi was the reason the flatline broke. The desire Nagi had been chasing since his first defeat was the desire to surpass the one person who made him feel something for the first time. Isagi is beaten. The target is hit. A motivation organized around a finite goal dies the instant the goal is reached. The drive does not redirect towards something new. It does not search for a replacement. It extinguishes. Peak brilliance and motivational collapse arrived in the same heartbeat. The collapse that follows is immediate and total. Nagi's rank in Blue Lock drops. Match after match, players with less talent but functional internal drives, other athletes running on hunger rather than genius, pass him without difficulty. He is not losing because his abilities have diminished. He is losing because his abilities have no engine behind them. The talent is still there. The want is gone. Premature Satisfaction has erased the genius's consistency. In Blue Lock's language, Nagi has lost his ego, the individualized hunger that keeps a striker dangerous. Without it, talent is decorative. Skill with no motivational structure behind it degrades under pressure, because there is nothing inside pushing back against what the pressure demands. Nagi drops to 24th place. He is eliminated. The boy who performed indifference so convincingly that it became his entire persona, who moved through school and daily life projecting an unshakable boredom that nobody thought to look behind, cries with the uncontrolled desperation of someone confronting a loss they did not know they could feel. For the first time in his life, Nagi understood what it meant to want something with his whole body, and the understanding arrived at the exact moment the thing was taken from him. The emptiness that fills him after the elimination is not the old flatline. The old flatline was a holding pattern, a neutral void. This is an active wound. Nagi's story leaves a specific kind of weight behind. The weight of the person who had everything required to succeed except the one internal thing that would have made the success last. He had the body. He had the talent. He had opportunities moving through his hands, one after another, and he let them pass because the will to close his fingers never came from inside him, and he kept waiting for someone else to tell him they mattered. When the will finally stirred, when the flatline broke and genuine passion arrived for the first time, it arrived carrying its own expiration date. The tears in the elimination were the tears of someone understanding, too late and all at once, how much time had passed while he was not paying attention. How many chances drifted by while he waited for the world to provide a reason to care. How close he came to never feeling anything at all. And how the feeling, when it finally came, lasted just long enough to teach him what it weighed before it was gone. The genius who spent his life waiting for the world to hand him a reason to move, learned on the worst possible day that desire is not something the world delivers. It is something a person builds, sustains, and holds on to with effort. And by the time he understood that, the only thing left to want was the chance to go back and want it sooner.